Actually, we have been following wonderful process till now, and now I have been sent as Scrum Master for the team, and we are practicing for Scrum, and we are trying to follow it. I don't know how far we are doing it. So the main issues I have is with the team to change their mindset to follow agile and to get them motivated to do their own stuff by their own, and because they are still in the command and control mode, right?
Great, yeah. So what I'm hearing is that you have recently moved on Agile and you want to bring a self-organizing team who can take care of their own work in your Agile context. So this is your dilemma.
Right.
Okay. So do I have a permission to ask you some questions which can help us to think through towards this dilemma?
Yes.
Okay. So what is your vision for an ideal team, an Agile team? When somebody says Agile team, what comes in your mind?
Right. We do have some meetings with our GO, right, which delegates stuff to us from the client side, and we create a backlog for us, and we do assign tasks to the team members. But team members are really not picking their tasks by their own until and unless it is not being asked to them. How far are you with your current, and why are you not picking up the next thing, right?
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that the first thing which you want to see in your self-organizing team is people start self-assigning their work.
They should start.
Yeah, so that's the first thing you want to, that people should start self-assigning their work. Is there anything else you want to see in your team?
People are not feeling motivated towards their work, right? They are just coming, okay, we have to do 9 to 5 job, and that's it.
So what I'm hearing is that you want to have a self-organized Agile team, and in that, 2 characteristics you have discussed till now. One is that people should pick the work on their own, and they should be engaged in their work.
Yes.
So
they should put their heart, right?
So they should be engaged in their work.
Right.
Okay.
I'm telling them, okay, do it like this, and then I'm really asking them, is there any other way you think that it can be done? So the idea should come from them.
Okay. So
people are a bit scared of putting on the ideas on the table because they eventually think that once they will throw the idea, I will just go in and not do it.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you want to create an Agile team who should be self-organized, where they pick up their work and who are engaged in their work. Right now you are seeing a behavior of you pushing the work assignment to them and people are not opening up.
Right.
So this is the current reality of your conversation. What do you think can help you in bringing or developing a self-organizing culture in your team?
I think they need to be motivated. They should be yes, they need to do. They are doing it by their own, and actually their goal is not matching the goal I have. Right? I want to delegate. Right? My work is like we are automating certain stuff, and their goal is they want to do it with some other tools, this, that, because they want to learn those tools, right? But mine is like, because we are using these tools, so we have a constraint, right? We have to work with these tools, so let's try to explore these ones. But rather than exploring these, they want to explore those.
So what I'm hearing is that your team has their interest where they want to work on some set of tools, and you and an organization wants them to work on a different set of tools. So you want to get a self-organizing culture where people assign themselves their work, and as of now they are not engaged and they have their own goals, and you have something else to work on. So what do you think can bring them into a self-organized culture? What do you think can work in this context?
I think we need to explain them more about this. The example I gave you yesterday, that people were really not ready to explore the tools, like because those are not in use in market, and somewhere they feel like what will be the benefit of learning it, because anyways it is not going to give me job anywhere out of IBM, right? Because nobody is using these tools outside. So later they keep themselves motivated learning those tools जो market में required है, right? Instead of putting their valuable time on the thing which the reason we have. So basically मुझे लगता है कि the reason we have is not matching. We are all not looking for the same goal. So उनका goal कुछ और है, हमारा goal कुछ और है.
So if I look at the conversation, you want to have a pull system, you have to have a self-organized team, you have a very clear idea that there is a goal misalignment. But now, what do you think can work in this context where you have a goal misalignment, but you want to create an engaged team? What do you think can bring that?
I think we need more counseling, or we need to explain them that the way I did that, I explain them that ये वाला तुम सीखा तो या कोई भी आ जाएगा.
So what I'm hearing
somewhere it helps with some guys, it helps, but for some others it doesn't work for everyone.
So what I'm hearing is that you have a one solution in your mind which you have been experimenting, where you explain the benefit of the work which you are doing in their own career.
Right.
Okay. And you have been experimenting with for some of the participants. What else do you think can help you to bring the self-engagement?
No.
Okay.
I have tried certain things.
So is this team
but
working with
the same thing doesn't work with everyone actually.
Okay.
We have different members and everyone is having their own mindset.
Yeah.
Right. So they are not only influenced by me, they are influenced by some other parties also. Right? Okay. So they also think
there are multiple factors which influence people. And to bring in self-engagement and pull nature, you want to show them what is in for them, and you find it is making some success somewhere, but not making much success somewhere else. Now we are exploring what else can be done. This is something definitely you are working on. Do you think some of the individuals are more engaged than others? Do you find some of them?
Yes. Some guys are really.
What do you think is working in their context?
Attitude. I think they are carrying different attitude.
Okay, so personality type. Right. Is there something else other than a personality type which is working in those contexts, those people?
Not much, because everybody is getting what they are getting, right? We are not the person who is getting very good attitude. We are not paying him more. We are not rewarding him more. Things like that, because he's like that.
So is there something like we can think of why he does the way he does the work? So definitely you are communicating about what is in for them, but there are few individuals who are more engaged. So is there anything which you can figure out if you can replicate the same engagement with others?
Maybe more face-to-face interactions. What my personal thinking is, right? That is why I especially go to on their seat, visit them with them. Acha, how you are doing? Okay, socho aur kaise kar sakte hain isko. So I think with some guys, those who are really not engaged, they are working on isolated mode. They are not allowing me to enter there. I don't know what XYZ reason they have, but they are really not allowing me to enter it.
So what I'm hearing is that you have one idea of bringing a self-managed team which talks about showing them what is in for them.
And I keep on giving my feedback also. Yeah, wow, you thought it very nicely. मेरे तो दिमाग में ये idea ही नहीं आया था. आपने तो बड़ा अच्छा idea रखा है. Okay, do it.
The second idea which I'm hearing from you is that you spend more time with individuals, learning what they are doing, so that they get
but
more
aligned. But silos ही भी तोड़ना चाहते हैं ना. That is the problem.
So
they don't want to show you even what they are doing.
So what do you think can help? If you think this is a solution, that if you start working with them, can create a self-organized and self-engaged team. If you think this is a solution, then what can make it possible? How can you bring that?
I think I need to set more.
So you need to invest more time. So what I am hearing,
that is what I am feeling, that I actually need a bit less. Because मेरा भी interest उन्हीं लोगों का ज़्यादा जो ज़्यादा productive है. Those who are really giving me time. हर आदमी अपने लिए इजी ये सोचता है. I also think कि यार ये तो कर देगा काम इजी, ये तो करने वाला नहीं है. 2 महीने तो पढ़ा रहेगा इसके पास तो टास्क छोड़े से. 30 minutes को तो
So
कर रहा है.
if I
This
look at
happen, ये हमारे perception में अच्छा.
if I look at all these things, but I'm hearing that you want to have a self-organized and engaged team, and you have a bit kind of an interest misalignment. And in this conversation, we are figuring out two possible ways to bring that. One is that you talk more and more about what is in for them, and the second is you spend more and more face time, working time with these individuals, so that they get more alignment with them.
I should say more frequently with those guys, I think.
So out of these two actions, how can you convert them into an action for next week?
I think I should spend more time on the guys who are really working in isolation.
How many people are in your team?
I have 5 people.
Can you
They
think
are
of
aligned with different technologies.
can you think of spending say 20 hours in the next week with the face-to-face conversation, 20 hours of yours, by doing more and more engaged face-to-face work with these 20 people, these 5 people? Yes. So the action item coming up is that you will spend 20 hours spent with all these 5 people, maybe 4 hours per person, the way you decide, to see that how your face-to-face interaction bring them engaged. That's the one thing. Second thing, do you want to conduct some more do you want to do something for making them aware what is in for them? The first action item.
But how to deal in the situation when person really don't want to have their things with you, they don't want to have it transparent, they really don't want to open up. So how to deal in that situation?
So what we have heard,
they want to leave a curtain there, they don't want to show you.
So what I have heard in the whole conversation,
उनको कहीं fear है, right?
But in the whole conversation, you have possibly came up with a solution that you will try to spend more time. So you have been thinking about how do you bring them in engagement, and you have thought through that you will spend time with them, and that will possibly improve this situation. For the next week, this is the one action item you can take, and based on the learning, we will see how we can. Okay, thank you.